Objective for today: to factor a polynomial. Same thing as the last 2 days. Here's a review. If you know this stuff, it'll be so much easier for you. X squared times something is going to be x squared. What is that something? 1, right. Do we always write 1? No. What's the only time we write 1? When there's nothing else to write. And in this case, there is nothing else to write because that's the only problem. Y to the third times something equals y to the third. What is that something? 1, yes, in the same directions as the last problem. -4 times something equals -12. Not -3. 3. -5x times something equals positive 10x squared. What is -5 times that something? -2. And then what goes in there? X, yes, because x to the first power plus x to the, or just 1 plus 1 equals 2. X to the first times x to the first is x to the second. -2 times something is 12. It is -6. And then x times something is x to the third. X squared, yes, because 1 plus 2 is 3. And then on this one, 8 times something is 24. 3x to the 8th power is right. We just say these out loud. You don't have to raise your hand. We just say them out loud. All right, and x to the second, y to the third times something is x to the fourth, y to the sixth. So we have x to the second, that's a 2, plus something is going to have to be 4. 2, yes. And then this plus something is this. 3, right. All right, so for this one, 3 plus something is 3. 3 plus 1 is not 3. Remember this conversation we had yesterday. Is it 0? Yes, it is 0. And that means it would be x to the 0 power. What's x to the 0? Not 8. X to the 0. 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So you don't have to write anything yet unless it ends up being the only thing. 4 plus something is 4. 0. So that would be y to the 0 power, which is what? 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So my answer to the whole problem is 0, right? It's 1, yes. It is just 1. We have nothing else to put in there, so it is 1. All right, so the next one. 2 plus something is 2. What is that? 0. So anything to the 0 power is 1. What's 5 plus something is 8. So what is that something? 3, yeah. So what's my answer? Y to the third. Do I just put an x down? No. What else do I put down? Nothing, right. It's just y to the third. All right, for the next one. 5 plus something is 1. What is that? X. Actually, it's 1, but it becomes x to the first power. And then 3 plus something is 3. 0. What's y to the 0? Do I write a 1? Why is that?
Because there's something else there.
Yeah, there's something else there. Okay, so my first move is 2 plus something is 3, right? No. Look at the answer. 4. What's this number written here? Now, it's not nothing. It's 1. We don't write 1. That's in the back of the room by the door, card 4 from the door. See the 1x with the circle around it and the line through it.
I never noticed that. My bad.
Yeah, never write anything with 1x. But 1 times something is 4. What is that something? 4. Now we can go to the x's. 2 plus something is 3. It would just be x. And y to the first, y to the sixth. 1 plus something is 6. Y to the fifth. What's the first thing I put down on this? 10, yes, because we have a 1 here. 1 times 10 is 10. 5 plus something is 6. We would just have an x, and 6 plus something is 9. 3, yes, y to the third. What is the highest number that comes out of 5 and 20? 5, yes. What's the lowest power of x in there? X to the second. Lowest power of y? Y to the second. Now, 5 times something is 5. What is that? 1. X to the second times something is x to the second. 1. Y to the second times something. 1. What do I write? 5 times something is 20. 4. X to the second, and then go to x to the second. Just 1. Do I write 1? You sure the answer is not 41? All right. And then 2 plus something is 4. Y squared. All right, this is my final answer, right? No. What do I do?
You have to arrange it where the y goes first.
Yes, the y goes first. We do it in descending powers of x, but there are no x's in there. So you go to whatever variable you have. 5x squared y squared stays the same, and then 4y squared plus 1 is the right order. What's the first thing you notice about this problem? Negative sign out here. So that means we're going to have to factor out what kind of number? A negative. What's the highest number that comes out of 18 and 24? 6. It is 6, so it has to be a negative 6. That's right. What's the lowest power of x? X to the third. Lowest power of y? Y to the second. Now, what do I multiply negative 6 by to get a negative 18? No. No. It is 3. Calculator. 3 plus something is 4. It would just be x, and then 2 plus something is 5. Y to the third. What's the sign that goes next? Because I have negative 6 times something is negative 24. Plus, yes, reverse that sign. What is 6 times something is 24? 4. And then we have x to the third, x to the third. 1, so we just don't write it. And what about y to the second, y to the second? 1. Is that my final answer? Yes, it is. The highest number you can take out is 2, and the lowest power of x is 2, so 2x squared. And you're going to have to multiply that by 3 plus 2x minus 4x to the second. You must arrange what's in the parentheses in descending powers of x. So it would be negative 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. Negative sign on the first term, so you're going to take out a negative something, and that something is going to be 3. It's the highest number that comes out of those 3 coefficients. The lowest power of x is x to the third. So now you're going to have to multiply by 2x minus x to the third plus 3. And then rearrange the order in the parentheses. That would be negative x to the third plus 2x plus 3. On this problem, we have x to the third, y to the fifth that's coming out, and then you'll have x, y plus 1, and that is the right order. The highest number that comes out of 6, 8, and 12 is 2. The lowest power of x is x, and for y, it's y. You need to have 3x plus 4y to the second plus 6xy. Now it's descending powers of x. So we're going to start with something that has only x in it, which is 3x. This one has an x and it has a y with it, so that makes it come second. Anything with just an x here comes before this. And then of course you're going to have something without an x altogether for y to the second at the end. The highest number that comes out is 4. Lowest power of x is x squared. Lowest power of y is simply going to be y. And then you're going to have to multiply that by 1 and then plus 3x and then y and then plus 4 x to the second y to the second. Put it in the proper order. X to the second would go first, so 4x squared y squared, and then plus 3xy plus 1.